This topic here is intuition. It could be a knowing, but I want to go to the dictionary meaning of what intuition is. And it says, intuition, a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feelings rather than conscious reasoning. I'll repeat it again. Intuition, a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feelings rather than conscious reasoning. Why am I talking about intuition? You know that if you know who you are, there are things that when you want to do, there's a nudge, there's some voice, there's something that is telling you, no, you don't want to do this. Or there is this gut feeling from inside of you that you know that whatever it is you're trying to do or talk about or act on is not the place or the time for it. I call it a knowing. For example, you know that whenever you drink milk, for instance, your stomach hurts. But because you like your oatmeal with that particular milk, or your cornflakes with that particular milk, or you want to drink gari with that particular milk, you'll rather suffer the pain, knowing it's not good for you, and eat it for the satisfaction of it. That's an example, but it might not be as deep as I want it to be. People, listen. I believe that intuition is that which you call God talking to you. There is a knowing within when there's intuition taking place. Whereas prayer, to me, prayer means you talking to God. And most of the times when we're praying, we are looking up in the sky, or we're thinking that God is somewhere outside. I'm here to tell you, God is not outside. He's inside you, or she's inside you. Intuition is a knowing from within, a nudge from within. This is my own definition. Knowing that you know that you know. Do you know what I'm talking about? So why am I talking about intuition today? Some of us, because we are not one with self, because we have not mastered self, because we have not discovered self, we don't even know, or we're not aware when we have those nudges, those intuitions. We are not aware of it. And I'm here to invite you to self, back to self. I talk about self-realization, self-education, self a lot, because I know that once we can get self right, then we can get the universe right. It all starts with us. I want to encourage you today in this video to start listening to that voice within, to stop when you're nudged, to go for it when you know the time is right. Sometimes what stops us is fear. We are afraid. What people will think. Oh, is it the right time? Oh, no, you got the message, but you're doubting yourself because you are not in alignment with self. And so I pray that this helps you today. That going forward, when you put down things to do, or you're meeting with people, or you are looking for a relationship, or you've been asking for this particular wish or desire, when the sign comes, I want you to take advantage of it. Sometimes it may not be comfortable, but I can assure you that if you just act on that intuition, if you act on that voice, if you act act on that nudge, if you act on that, which is saying now is the right time, when you go back to look at it, you would know that it was the right time. I'll give you an example. I had stopped my work and I was beginning to go into businesses, and I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I didn't know how I was going to do anything, but I just knew that I had my goals, I had the aspirations, the things that I wanted to do. I had it down packed, and I had this plan of what to do and what not to do. And one day, as I was going to my office, I felt this fear within me, and I wanted to just drive back. So I had already put the car in gear to go back, and all of a sudden I saw a FedEx truck, and the FedEx truck had an arrow moving forward and it said forward. I knew that God was telling me to move forward. I put my car back in gear and I went to the office. That was the beginning of my recordings with Diamond Abbey Speaks. And I want to encourage you, when that nudge comes, when that intuition comes, don't sit, just do it. Because you are able to do, be, and have anything you want. Listen to your inner self. It is usually God speaking to you. Peace.